there we go. It is mostly back together now. So I can pretty much start it now. I've hooked up the battery, got all the loom done. A lot has happened. Welded the new elbow to the turbo, welded the AN fittings, painted the covers, polished them back so the fins look cool. Painted the intake manifold, obviously dropped the motor in. Got all the wiring together, just hooked up the oil pressure gauge. Did check, made sure it does crank, but the fuel pump isn't working for some reason. But yeah, I haven't put the brake lines and clutch lines on just yet because I've been trying to pump this out. It's Wednesday now, 3 days till her birthday. I think I've got the tune booked in for Friday. But yeah, got the oil pressure gauge, so I'm gonna start cranking it, see if I can get some oil pressure. Always like to get oil pressure first before starting a motor, a fresh motor anyway. But yeah, let's do it. Well, we have some bad news. I'm defeated. Total of probably about 5, 6, I'm gonna say 5, closer to 5. Got the filter off, no oil's coming out, and I am too scared to keep cranking it. I'm gonna be safe and pull the pump off. I couldn't spin it up when it was put together. So this is a 25 pump, and I pulled off the backing plate and filled it up with grease. And if you look, I can actually spin that by hand, really easy. Whereas I cannot spin it on the 21, which I put on it. I was just hoping it would be fine, and I think that might be the issue. Wednesday night, it is 9 PM. Well, I'm gonna pull the oil pump apart now. Then tomorrow I've gotta make a dump pipe, make the cooler piping. Fuel pump isn't working. The parkers and the brake lights are always on. But yeah, it's not looking promising for the fact that her birthday is on Saturday. I need to get tuned Friday, which I guess worst case, I'll just give it to her like this. Got the oil pump off. It took about an hour. Now, I couldn't spin it at all with the backing plate on. It did get oil in, just was not getting it out. I don't know why it wouldn't pump oil. This doesn't look too scratched up. Oh well, it is what it is. Got the other oil pump here. This one spins freely. I also think that I broke this when I was pulling it apart. The bottom timing belt gear was basically seized on, and I was having the worst time trying to get it off. I ended up just getting oxy-torch on it and maybe just prying it. Damaged it. I'm going to assume that. I was just in a rush, and when I put it together, I felt it was like hard and I couldn't turn it, and I got onto the crank and it spun when I had on the gear, and I was like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But got the new one here. It spins up nice. I just put not as much grease into it, just enough to help it. I'll put it back together now. I'm probably going to get this on tonight. It is about 11 o'clock now, but I'll try to get it on tonight. Try to get it sealed up. So either tonight or first thing in the morning, I can crank it to see if it's got oil pressure, which I definitely will. I'm very confident. I reckon it's definitely the issue. I'm a massive idiot for this. It is what it is. Get it on and get it running. Success. Got the new oil pump in. It is 1:40 AM. I think I started on like 9:30. That's when I started pulling it apart. Took me an hour to get it apart, and then a couple of hours just to mess around, cleaning it all up and stuff like that. Doing the sump was a pain in the ass because I can only drop it so far. Legit, as soon as I drop it, it hits subframe. So I legit probably got about like that much of a gap. So I had to like wipe it down, get all the oil off, somehow get silicone in there. It's probably gonna leak. Let's hope it doesn't, but it probably will. But success. Got oil pressure, thank God. I was seriously stressing out, but I've got the new 25 oil pump on, which means tomorrow I can focus on why it won't start. I need to make sure it's got fuel and spark. So I'm so happy. I can go inside and go to sleep. As you can tell from our last video, we got it running, which is a massive step in the right direction, although it is 4 AM right now. Got it running at about 11 to 12, I reckon. Started mocking out the cooler piping just to get the AFM into there. I got the dump pipe mostly made. We are getting there. I've been hooking up all the brake lines and the clutch lines, so I just need to bleed them. Massive thank you to Elijah. Come out and help me out with the wiring, which was a massive headache. This thing, wiring gremlins everywhere, and it's just a pain in the ass. When I retaped the loom, this one here, I knocked out one of the main pins, so I had no No powers to the CAS, injectors, nothing. So that's why it wasn't starting. I can't start it now because it's 4 a.m. But we are really pushing it. Hopefully I can try wake up early tomorrow, smash it all out. Got my friend Zach Bogner coming over tomorrow to give a hand, hopefully dial some things up and just put everything back together. Because pulled all this off just so it'd be easier to get to the wiring. I'll touch base tomorrow if we make it to the tune. Not, we'll see. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. But it runs, so that's a massive step in the right direction. Alrighty. It's been an entire another day. Got up early in the morning. Got everything ready. We are on the way now. The Springy Motors in Springvale. I'm actually wrecked. I did not get a good sleep last night. Slept on the couch so I would wake up Kalani. Yeah, driving to get this thing tuned hopefully. Still got to wire in the AFM as well as wire in a relay for the fuel pumps. I think we should be good. Done the exhaust super quick today and it's so bad. It hangs really low. I couldn't even get off the 4-post, which is a pain in the ass. But we're getting there. We're hopefully going to get tuned tonight. Hopefully. So, fingers crossed it all goes well. Alright, that does it for part 3 of the C33 Lorel build for my girlfriend Kalani. I didn't get to do an outro when the video was happening because we finished on the dyno about 2 a.m. So then it was 2 a.m, got home about 4 a.m, woke up at 8 for her birthday to get everything ready. So it was just a chaos and just had no time to film. So all of this footage was filmed about 2 years ago, probably longer. And then the first drive you're about to see, you will notice the car has a bit of a dead spot in between gears. Niztune has a bit of an issue with their TPS settings from memory. God, it was so long ago. But this car is so cool. I do love it and she loves it as well. But I haven't had a chance to do any more filming of that car since then. So if you have watched this far and you want to see more content of the C33, maybe I'll try to speak to Kalani, see if I can get her to do a POV driving of it, because it is a cool car and it sounds amazing. But that's going to be it for part 3. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.